time, let the moment roll. A good cigar's more than smoke, it's medicine for the soul. Stories burn slow like the embers glow. In the leaf and life, we let the good times flow.
What's up, Cigar family? This is Joe and Trey.
And this is the Leaf and Life Podcast, Episode 7.
Episode 7. Pretty awesome, man.
7, yes, sir.
So we're coming to you today. We're super excited with our last video. We're up to 310 views. I know that may or may not sound like a lot, but we're at 310 views and we're now up to 52 subscribers. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys watching our videos.
We were at 40 before we posted the last video, and this is currently our most viewed video, the one where we reviewed the mummy.
Yeah.
So apparently you guys like that. Hopefully it wasn't just a cigar and you guys were starting to like us.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
we appreciate you guys and hang in there and watch our video, watch the next video and subscribe, have your friends subscribe, and we appreciate you guys, and definitely share, please.
Yeah, share.
And when you get a chance, today we're doing another review. But before we get into that, don't forget to light one up while you're watching this video. And in the comments section, let us know what you're smoking. Make a comment, let us know what you're smoking, and we'll give you a shout out in the next video.
Yeah.
So Trey, you want to tell them what we're smoking today?
We are smoking the Dunbarton Tobacco Trust Sombremesa Solita Red. I don't know if that's coming out or not. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. It's a Rosado grade. I forget exactly. Then it's got Mexican Negro filler or binder and fillers from different regions of Nicaragua and some Pennsylvania broadleaf in there. I've smoked one or two of these before, and they're pretty good. It'll be Joe's first time with it, so I'm interested to see what he thinks about it, and we'll give you our take on it.
Yeah, I love Dunbarton stuff, so
yeah,
I'm sure I'm gonna like this one. This is actually my first Sombrmesa. I've never actually.
You haven't even had the original one before?
I have not.
Oh, wow.
I have not.
We might have to fix that too. It is. I mean, all their stuff is well constructed, but it just seems very well constructed. I mean, there's some veins, but it's leaf. I mean, that's to be expected. But I mean, you can barely see the seams in the roll here. We were both getting some different stuff on the cold draw. Like I feel like I'm getting like a mix of like cocoa and leather kind of notes. And then I'll let Joe give his thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like I was almost getting like a black licorice. It's really good. It's unique. I can taste the leather.
There is a little, the one I just took there was a little like tangy kind of sweetness. Like,
yeah. So I'm excited to get this thing started. And then today we are also, our pairing, we're going with the Bardstown. This is the original. I think it's our first time with this one, and I say I think because
definitely on the channel.
Yeah, definitely on the channel. We may have had it in some sort of a tasting or something like that.
Pretty sure we did.
And
Joe couldn't tell you.
We went to a bourbon festival, and yeah, I was pretty.
You got pretty toasty
into that.
Well,
yeah.
We'll leave it at that. maybe we start a Patreon. We'll tell you guys more about that.
Oh boy! So anything?
That was to episode 7.
Yeah, episode 7. And that's really good.
It is really good. It
doesn't have a bite. Super smooth.
I was telling him earlier, it smells like almost like apples to me.
Yeah.
And a little faint hint of cinnamon.
Yeah,
on the back end.
You do get some cinnamon on the taste too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it. So, anything new before we get lit up? Anything new with you? Life?
Not a whole lot. My youngest is trying to figure out what he's going to do after high school. It's his senior year, doing, looking at different colleges. He's been accepted to a bunch, but, obviously he's got time to make a decision. Um, Other than that, not a whole lot new. Just working and trying to make it.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. For us, as you know, we had I have two boys in college, and I have one still at home in high school, and it was not winter break. It was fall break for the colleges that they go to this past weekend. So we had a house full and got to enjoy our time together with the boys, and it was nice. And Ford, he likes to smoke cigars, so we sat out in the man cave and got to enjoy some cigars over the weekend. And
Yeah, he's a good young man.
yeah, yeah, teaching him right.
Yeah.
But
I hate I couldn't make it over here. It started storming that night, and I was being a punk.
I get it. I mean, the winds were insane here,
Yeah.
so I completely understand. But let's go ahead and let's get this thing lit up.
All right.
What kind of cut did you go with?
I went with the V again. I'm becoming a fan of the V again.
Yeah, me too. I went with a V cut.
I always have been a fan, but I went through like a rash where I was getting a lot of tar buildup on them. So I started and I was having a straight cut to fix it anyway. So I was like, for the longest time, screw it, I'll just straight cut it. And
Gotcha.
I forget why, I started just going with it again. And I'm like, why?
Peer pressure.
Why'd I stop? I love it.
It's good right off the bat, man.
Definitely a little pepper hit.
Definitely a pepper hit. Feel like I'm starting off almost immediately with sweetness too.
Yeah, the first puff I got a little sweetness, and then
Yeah.
the second one it was a little hit of pepper.
Yeah, definitely good. Like I said, I'm a huge Dunbarton fan.
The Sombrmesa, it is the original one is an Ecuador Habano. I think it's just a different grade than what this is, or different shading, or probably different part of the fermentation process. And then the Brulee is the Connecticut, which I've had the original Brulee, which is pretty good for Connecticut. I had the Wagashi Blue, I think, or something like that, which is one of their special editions of the Brulee I got in one of the Cigar of the Months, either last month or the month before. And I honestly wasn't that impressed with that one. I don't know if I just got one that, or just it was the wrong time, but I have enjoyed more Connecticut's lately. Like I've gotten through that Cigar of the Month club from Smoke In that I probably never would have tried before. Not something I'd want to smoke all the time, but it is nice, for a little change of pace kind of thing.
I'll tell you what, I don't get this very often, but this is giving me a little tingle on my tongue. You feeling anything? Like I don't get that.
You might
very
want to see a doctor.
So again, light one up. We normally do about a 30 to 45-minute long video when we do these. Light one up. Let us know what you're smoking. Let's get some activity in the comment section.
Yeah, definitely. Start getting some activity going here. Yeah. Some participation.
Yeah, and the more participation we have on the comment section, we will start doing contests and stuff like that. We have a lot of giveaways.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas, but we want to have more an active community
Yeah.
to get some engagement. We don't want it to just be 3 people commenting. And
I mean, we want you to comment 3 people.
well,
but,
yeah, that. But
you know.
before we start doing giveaways and doing contests and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which speaking of, I know we've talked about it before. It's probably been a little bit, but the cigar group we have on Facebook, the Light 'em Up Cigar Club, we are currently in the middle of a month-long contest for the month of October. It's if you guys are interested, go join. It's free. It's free to enter the contest. But it's a Halloween / monster themed contest. So any Tatuaje monster or any Halloween themed cigar, or any cigar with some sort of Halloween decoration or something in the background. And every entry, every unique post is an entry. I don't know if have we decided on the prize yet? Like
we
the
have
full
not
prize?
come up with a prize yet because we're trying to hit at least 25 different people, different members doing entries before we come up with our prize package. Because if we only have, 10 people, even if they post 100 posts about it, if we only have 10 people doing it, obviously,
especially that we have over 5,000 people in that group, so
yeah.
there should be. It shouldn't be that hard of a contest to participate in.
Yeah, all you got to do is take a picture with something spooky in the background.
Yeah,
but
Photoshop a pumpkin in it or something.
There you go. but that being said, go to the group. It's Light 'em Up Cigar Club on Facebook, and it's going to ask you a couple of membership questions. Make sure to fill out the membership questions, otherwise it'll kick you out. But fill out the membership questions, and then start posting away, and you have a chance to win, regardless of what it is. It will be. We always make our prizes worth it. It'll either be, a 5-pack of cigars, or it'll be a little bit of loot. Yeah, some swag. We have T-shirts that we might give away. We have ashtrays. We have a number of things. So we want to see how many people are part of the group, because normally we tell you a prize ahead of time, and if we can't get the participation, obviously that affects the prize. So yeah.
I have pledged, though, if we reach the 25 different individuals participating, that at least part of the prize will be one of the new Tatuaje Mummy cigars, the full-size Redux that we reviewed in the last video.
Which is amazing. I truly enjoy
MSRP is like a $15 cigar, too, so you're getting at least a $15 cigar, plus maybe more cigars, maybe some swag. Yeah, we haven't decided yet. Joe's got a whole bunch of stuff over here. I've got stuff at the house that I don't use, that I've gotten for different things that I don't use that I can donate. So it's, it'll be good no matter what. Just the more people that participate, the better it'll be.
Yeah. So, Trey, during this first third, you getting anything? What are you thinking so far? The pepperiness for me.
The pepper's more forward right now.
Yeah.
I did get
especially on the retro hail,
a little bit of cocoa, like chocolatey cocoa kind of sweetness.
That's what I'm at right now.
Getting a little bit of that leather that I was getting in the cold draw. But yeah, the pepper's been the more forward so far. But I mean, we're just barely into it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely getting some cocoa aside from the pepper.
It does pair well with this bourbon.
It really does. I'm impressed. Definitely getting some cocoa. I am getting the hint of the leather. Still that, and it's probably the cocoa, but still getting that sweetness to it. I'm digging it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna smoke this down a little bit, and we will be right back. Let you know our thoughts in the first third as we complete the first third. But we'll see you guys shortly. And we're back. Going into the second third now. So what kind of flavors are you getting, Trey?
Getting the The pepper has subsided. I mean, it's there kind of a little bit, but nothing. It's not as forward as it was. Still a little bit of the leather. I think the cocoa's picked up a little more, and I was getting a couple puffs, like almost like a meaty flavor, not like a charred meat, but almost like a good steak kind of.
Yeah.
Like the savoriness of it, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really, but
yeah. Same here with the pepper. I wouldn't say it's completely gone, but it's pretty much dissipated now.
yeah.
Definitely getting some more of the cocoa. Definitely has a sweetness to it. And I was just telling Trey off camera that I'm kind of getting a sawdust, almost like a dry, woodsy sawdust. And
I'm getting a woodsy note too.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd call it sawdust, but definitely almost a little cedarish. Not like super strong, but real kind of faint for me. But I am also like I had a little cold last week, so I'm still a little bit stuffy, but some of my flavors might be a bit muted.
and on that drag, I just got some cinnamon. Um, transitions are really good.
I mean, Dunbarton makes a solid cigar.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much everything I've smoked from them I've enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. When I took that last pull, not the last pull, but the pull that I took right before we came on camera, I looked at Trey and I was like, I just got sawdust. But that's definitely there. The cocoa's still there, but that last pull that I just took was definitely cinnamon. Very good.
You got a little bit of cigar news. Something I just saw this today.
Really good.
Cigars International is about to start offering free shipping on all orders.
Really?
Yeah, so like
Wow.
them and Cigar Page are the two, I think, big, like major online retailers that are doing it now. So it'd be interesting to see what other retailers do if they all follow suit or whatever. And
Well, I think that's good because that kind of offsets the price increases from tariffs.
yeah, it
You
should
know, if you
help a
really
little
think
bit.
about it.
But Cigars International, for me, they have pretty much anything you can think of, but they are on the higher side, I think, as far as pricing goes.
Yeah.
But like I said, they have good deals and sales all the time, so it's not like everything is just, you know, MSRP and higher, but it's they're on the higher side for me. And the other thing, besides, I mean, the whole UTL thing in California, you know, if you know, don't want to keep harping on that. There have been a couple lawsuits over the past couple of weeks trying to block it or at least like delay it. But I mean, you can look that up if you want to get into it. But besides that, another big thing is goes back to the FDA stuff that started back in, what was it, 2016, I think. That, you know, trying to regulate premium cigars or cigars, all tobacco products, and premium cigars have an exemption, but then there's now another lawsuit with about the definition of what a premium cigar is, and they have a working definition now that basically the CRA, which is Cigar Rights of America, the PCA, was it Pipes and Cigar Association,
Yeah.
and the FDA all agree on. But then there's another group called the CAA, which is the Cigar Association of America. They're trying to argue a different set of guidelines for what makes a premium cigar. So what the current definition is, it has to be wrapped in a full tobacco leaf. It has to be 100% leaf tobacco, 50% by weight of long filler. It has to be completely handmade, aside from simple machines like a scissor to cut a cap or something like that. No filters, tips, or flavored, anything, like, so, Black and Milds are not a premium cigar. No, forgot how they worded exactly. The no flavors other than tobacco. So basically, like infused cigars are out, I believe. And then it has to weigh more than 6 pounds per 1,000 units. Um, which, I don't, that must be a minimum for like, the petite Coronas and stuff. Like, Pulpetto, like, that doesn't seem like it would weigh that much, but I guess it has to because they're still making them. But then the CAA, they want, it's basically the same, but there are some differences. They, wrapped in leaf, 100% leaf tobacco, and then, but their definition is you manually combine the wrapper, filler, and binder, which I guess you could manually combine it and then be machine rolled. Um, then, the no filter tip thing, and then the same weight, the 6 pounds per 1,000 units, which I guess they're more like, from the article I was reading, it seems like they're kind of like Swisher might be backing them because they mentioned Swisher a lot in Drew Estates with the acids and all that kind of stuff. Which, as far as acids, and the other infused stuff Drew Estate makes, for me, like we've said before, it's not our thing. But if as long as they're still handmade, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah,
it's still not like they're marketing it to kids. Um, my wife sometimes she'll come to a cigar shop with me and she might smoke like one of the little acid blondies or something. And, she'll at least she'll smoke some of it. I don't think she's ever smoked the whole one, but she's probably not gonna she's not gonna smoke one of these. What else did I have here?
Yeah, I mean, I consider again, even though they're not they're not my thing, I still consider an acid and you know infused cigars in general. I still consider them a premium cigar just because they go through the same process that every other
Right.
hand.
They
As
still
long as
cost
they're hand rolled and
8 to I don't even know if you get one for $8 anymore, but at least $8 and up. Um, and then like they said, it's funny because I was thinking about it. They kept talking about swishers, which are like the original swishers you get in little 5 count boxes that are like they're not their wrapper is not even a leaf. It's a homogenized something tobacco. Um, and they're all completely machine made. They're bunched and everything by machine. And they were talking about how they have these machines that cost all these millions of dollars and can make like think it's something like it's a crazy amount of cigars they can make a day with these machines. And there's about if they had to do them hand rolled, the amount of people they would have to hire to replace the output of these machines is just like astronomical. Um, but it's funny, like I don't know, I've never thought of a Swisher or any of those like gas station type cigars as a premium cigar. Like I didn't even know people actually smoked them as a cigar. Like, I repurposed many of them in my youth, but I never smoked one. Like just lit it and smoked it as it came out of the box. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but if people are going to do that, there's other means of that you don't even have to, buy full cigars anymore. Um, but, so I don't know. I think a lot of it is more aimed towards the infused stuff versus just those machine mades. But, I think that's a different ball game from, from my take.
and I get it. I mean, it's one of those things where they the government feels that that's being aimed towards kids. Like here's the issue is when you're not educated on a product that you're trying to ban. You need to educate yourself before you ban. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Like we've talked about before. I don't know of any. I mean, we both have teenage slash 20-something-year-old kids, and I don't know. I mean, my son smokes with me because he enjoys cigars and he enjoys our time together. But I don't. They've never just smoked on their own. You know what I mean? They've never just said, "Man, I really need an acid right now." My son's never even had a infused cigar. You know what I mean? The closest he's ever had is a fat bottom Betty, deadwood. But it's just one of those things that, so there's not kids that they need to educate themselves. It goes back to, and not to open up a whole nother can of worms, but when they try to ban guns and they try to ban the AR-15, or it, educate yourself on the product before you go after the product. Don't just lump everything into one category. You have your laws in place, and the issue is the laws aren't being followed.
Yeah.
So before you try to ban something, regulate what you're already regulating with your current laws. You have to be 21 years old to buy any tobacco products. All right. Well, make sure people are adhering to those laws, and we don't have that issue.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, again, I'm getting off my soapbox. I apologize, but my thing is educate, and the laws that you already have in place, stick to those and make sure that those are being followed before you take further steps.
Right.
But any other news you got?
Not much news-wise. Some notable new release stuff coming out, and soon, maybe even out by the time this video airs. I'm not sure exactly when they're supposed to ship. But Crown Heads is their TAA 2025 special edition. It's a 5 and 5/8 by 54 Robusto Extra. It's an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper with Ecuadorian Connecticut seed binder and filler from Nicaragua. It's going to be done out of the Casa Carrillo factory. There'll be 750 boxes of 10 at roughly MSRP is $14.95 a cigar. And then this one was kind of cool. I didn't realize this before, but Arturo Fuente they think they might already have started shipping the first couple Vitolas, and there's like 4 total. The Don Carlos, I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, Sangre de Toro. It's the first time Fuente is using a Mexican San Andreas wrapper, and there's going to be 4 different Vitolas. Like I said, there's 2 that are going to start shipping, and the other 2 they said within the next month or so, and their MSRP is like from $14 to $18. Which it just, I don't know, they look really pretty in the pictures I saw. They look like they're really good. That nice dark San Andreas wrapper. And then, I like our Fuente stuff too.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, guys, we're back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Had some internet issues, and Joe's mic went out through half of the last little segment there. So if the sound's a little off, we'll apologize. We'll edit the best we can, but you can hear him, but he gets a little muffled. Thankfully, he talks loud anyways.
the old loud mouth.
Mine work most of the time, which I'm a little quieter, so it's probably for the best.
So when before we realized we were talking about, when we go to Ybor, we're gonna check out the JC Newman factory, and we're going to. They have great deals on Fuente cigars there. If you guys do anything like go to Ybor for the Ybor City Cigar Festival, let us know. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to meet up with you guys and hook up and talk, smoke some cigars, and
at a minimum, maybe even do a little interview or something. Put you on the pod and.
Be a good time.
Whatever. Have some fun.
If nothing else, we'll have a good time together.
Yeah, definitely.
So here we are in the second third, tail end of the second third. What's your thoughts? What you getting anything new?
I do feel like, I don't know if it's because I just took a sip of the whiskey too, but I do feel like I got that cinnamon note you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the pepper just picked back up a little bit too.
It did. I was just about ready to say the pepper, and right before we cut, because of the mic issue, I also got, we were talking about the bread note, and I actually got some bread. I was going to say that before we went off, and it's still there. So I am getting cinnamon. Not getting as much cocoa now.
No.
But the peppers definitely come back, and the picking up the cinnamon, and I'm getting a little bit of a bready note. Really good.
I think that's kind of like that. I think I was on that like twangy note. I was kind of getting early, maybe with the yeast kind of flavor.
Yeah, it's really good. And if you guys have smoked this cigar, again, let us know in the comments what you thought of it. Any notes that you may have got, if you liked it. This is definitely a great cigar for my first Sombrmesa. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, it is really good. It's one, I think they said it's not necessarily a limited edition, but it's not like it is limited production, so it's not. I guess they're not making a ton of them, but they will continue to make them.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we were talking while we were waiting for the mic to charge back up. We were watching online another YouTube podcast, and we were talking about reaching out to him and seeing if he was going to make it to Ybor. And we were talking about it would be cool to link up with even other YouTube podcast
do
guys.
some collab stuff.
Yeah, we're all in the cigar life together.
Yeah.
It would be pretty neat to meet up and again smoke with. We just enjoy meeting up and smoking with different people and getting to know new people.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man.
I do have some big things on the horizon. I don't know if we can talk about that stuff yet.
What's that?
Some like interview stuff we got lined up.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know. I know Joe texted me the other night. Got an interview with Karen Berger lined up, and then also Bruce Bush from Karen Berger Cigars, and then Rick Rodriguez from West Tampa.
Yeah. Looking
So
forward to
that
that.
was pretty cool. So hopefully we'll be able to get all that in person while we're in Tampa, and not have to do like Zoom type stuff.
Yeah. And we even talked about if we couldn't get it in person. Yeah. I'm never opposed to a trip to Florida.
I guess we can do a weekend run. It's tough, but it's doable.
Yeah.
So also, anything you guys would want to know from these people, let us know in the comments or shoot us a message on one of our socials, and we'll keep a list of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If you guys have questions, we'll be happy to ask them for you. Within reason, of course, but yeah, I'm looking forward to those because I think that I think getting those boutique brands out there to other people.
Yeah. And plus, too, you got two brand owners that are also like master blenders.
Yeah.
And then Bruce is probably the best salesman in the game.
Yeah.
So, and Bruce is a fun hang, always. So that'll be fun.
The interview with Bruce will be a blast. If you guys have never met Bruce Bush, he's a fun dude to hang out with. He's a great guy. And if you have, then you know what we're talking about. So, but yeah, I'm excited about those interviews. And,
yeah, me too.
I feel like when we go to Ybor, it's going to be jam-packed this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's jam-packed every year, but yeah.
Especially now because I think they've got stuff going on all week this year.
Yeah.
Like it now, because I don't know how much you guys know about it, but for the longest time it was run by the city. It was in the park, like in the middle of Ybor City, and it was like that the first year we went, and then the second year we went, a different company had taken it over and moved. It was still in Ybor, but it was like smaller. It was still good. Like we had a good time, but it was just different. And what didn't have the same feel to it. But then last year the city took it back over, and now I think it's a group within the city that's doing it, but they're really trying to do it the right way now.
Yeah.
Like you said, they have events planned all week this year, leading up to the main event that's on Sunday afternoon or Sunday all day. Which there's I don't know how big that park is, but there's got to be at least 100 tents.
It's a full city
not
block.
More. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a full city block, and it's the whole square block.
And there's There's a bunch of food vendors. There's a bunch of merch, but it's mostly cigar stuff. You know, it might be accessories, some accessory companies, but it's mostly cigar companies. And the more smaller ones. There are some bigger. Some of the big guys are there, but it's mostly smaller boutique stuff. I mean, there's stuff that we walk by and we're like, who the heck is that? Like, you know, but they, you know, have a good cigar, so
Yeah.
you know, we're here for it.
And the 2 years ago when the other company took it over, it was in a very, very small location, and I feel like the way Ybor is set up is, you know, it's tent after tent, you know, but there's still some space around there. Whereas the one that was in the private, what the Cuban Club, wasn't that what it was? The Cuban Club.
Yeah, and they have like the parking lot fenced off.
Yeah,
And
so
it was a lot
very
more
confined.
expensive that year too. Like you can go for free now. I mean, you could go for free then, but you couldn't get in until like, I think, was it like 2 o'clock
Yeah,
or
it was
something?
something late.
And they stay open until like 5. But with the tickets we got that year, I think what were they, like $100 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you got a couple cigars, and you got to get in at like noon. But then it was hot that year too, and it was, you know, some of us might have been a little hungover on Sunday.
But yeah, it was a good time, but
It was still
very
good, yeah.
very tight. And when you have, I don't know, a couple thousand people walking around a square block, City Park,
Oh yeah, it was.
you don't realize that as much. You know there's a lot of people there, but when you're confined to a parking lot, you realize real quick when you're constantly bumping into people, you almost have to keep moving. You can't really have conversations with people.
Well, I don't think they had nearly as many booths either.
They didn't.
Because they just didn't have the room for all like the smaller guys, and they didn't have as many food vendors. You know, I think they were trying to do their own food. Which I don't think we even ate there that year.
No, we
the other 2 years there's been this really good like tent that sells Puerto Rican food is amazing. That I know we've eaten at, and there's all kinds of, even outside of the park, there's coffee shops, there's other little restaurants, there's things. I mean, there's stuff all over Ybor City. So I mean, there's always something to do down there.
If you have never been to Ybor, even if it's not for the festival, if you are a cigar person, you need to go to Ybor City and just check it out, and plan on spending 2 or 3 days if you have the time to do so.
At least.
Yeah, I mean at least, but you know, at a minimum, you know, try to give yourself more than a weekend, because I would say just on 7th Avenue or 7th Street, I would say it's probably at least 10 cigar lounges in a mile, less than a
more
mile.
than that, really.
Yeah.
It seems like every 20 feet there's some little cigar shop. Now most of them are just their house cigars, but they're probably rolled by somebody, you know, at least nearby. Maybe not on site, but it's nearby. And then I think there's only 1 or 2 shops that actually sell like other cigars. But there's, you know, like I said, even the ones, I mean, we haven't been to every one, but the ones we have been to that have the house cigars, they've been good cigars still.
Yeah.
And they're, you know, cool little places. But like you said, I mean, you can walk 20 feet and find another cigar shop.
Yeah, very unique. You know, the Grand Cathedral. The Grand Cathedral in Ybor is it's an old church that they converted into a cigar shop, and it's a pretty awesome place.
Still has all the stained glass windows, all the brick exposed on the interior. Yeah, it's a really cool place.
Yeah. So you know, you could spend 2 or 3 days easily enjoying yourself, smoking cigars at each location, and it all depends on how many you want to smoke per day, is how many you visit, you know. So
I think there's other stuff outside of Ybor, like you said before. There's the JRs, there's the Cigars International, the Corona Cigars has a place in Tampa.
and Corona's absolutely amazing
There's
too.
all kinds of breweries down there. Like, I mean, there's no shortage of things to do in Tampa.
Yeah. We actually, so when I went this summer with my wife and son, we explored a little bit more off the beaten path. You know, we did 7th Avenue and did all that, and, you know, for a couple of days, and then we went out and started visiting other cigar shops in Tampa, and you know, we found some real gems out there that aren't as busy, where you can still enjoy, and you know, they're 15-20 minutes from, you know, if you're staying in Ybor City, or 15-20 minutes away. Not going to kill you if you get an Uber or if you have a car. You know, it's not a bad drive. And but I'm going to take the guys to a couple of those that I found this summer, because normally we just kind of do the strip, then we'll hit CI, we'll hit JRs. You know, we kind of have certain ones that we hit that we know are good spots. But we're going to visit a couple more this winter when we head up to Ybor. So, but again, if you guys are going to be in Ybor over, you know, for the Ybor City Cigar Festival, we'd love to hook up with you guys. So,
which is the first weekend in December.
First
the
weekend.
festival's on the 6th, right?
It's on Sunday.
Yeah,
whatever that day
which
is.
I'm pretty sure that's that might be the 7th. I think, because
Whatever the first Sunday in December. Now that you're entering the first third, you getting any new flavor, or you might not be quite there yet.
I'm talking not paying attention. I feel like the pepper fell out again.
It did, and
But the cinnamon picked up like stronger.
and the
that one.
and the bread note for me is really coming through. It's really good. I know I've said that several times, but I have not had a Dunbarton cigar that I haven't liked.
No, I don't think so. Like I said, that one I had, that Brulee Wagashi, I think that's how you say it. But it wasn't like my favorite, but it wasn't bad by any means. It just didn't really like, I don't know. It is a Connecticut, who said, you know, not our favorite, but it's not like, I don't know, that one just didn't do it for me. I'd smoke another one just to see, make sure I didn't get one or just have it on a bad night or whatever. But I have had the regular Brulee that is pretty good. I just, for whatever that one that I had, I just, you know, it didn't wow me, I guess.
Yeah.
But everything else I smell from Dunbarton has been great.
Yeah. I don't know, what would you say is your favorite one that you smoked by Dunbarton?
From Dunbarton, for every day, which, I mean, some their stuff can be pricey, but for every day, I'd say the Mikigra, the Tricky Trocky, the red label one.
Yep.
For like a special occasion one, probably the black label. Well, I have had one of the big ones, but the smaller one I think is called the Papasakas, right? And then I think the big one's the Saka Khan or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both good.
Those red meat lovers are great.
Yeah, I was gonna say the red meat lovers. That's probably for a good. Not, I wouldn't smoke it every day just because price wise I'd be.
Well, yeah.
But you know, for not a special occasion smoke, but you know,
So you want a good solid smoke.
yes, I would definitely say the red meat lovers is up there. I still have yet to have any of the special edition stuff by him.
Yeah.
Just, you know, price wise, it's just tough to.
You had the black label of the
Yeah, I have had the black label. But I'm talking about like the unicorn, you know.
I haven't had the unicorn either, but I don't know that my palate's sophisticated enough to enjoy a $100 cigar yet.
Yeah. And I've been smoking a long time, but it's just one of those things that
We have talked about, though,
If you want to stay
100th
married.
episode, getting a unicorn, smoking $100 cigar for 100 episodes. But by then they might be 150. With,
Yeah.
Inflation, who knows? Yeah. All right, guys, we're back. We're just about done with these. Again, I'm going to apologize again. We had some more technical difficulties. The mics were working, but weren't doing the noise canceling so much. You might hear the exhaust fan in a segment of the video. We don't know what happened, but
It happens.
we'll just roll with it.
We apologize.
Yeah. I mean, like we said before, the cigar is really good. I think for me, in the final third, the leather picked up a little more, some more of that bready note. Overall solid cigar. I'd definitely recommend, at least a $5 if you can afford a box. They are a little on the pricey side. If you can afford a box, get them. But at least get a few and, try one fresh, put one down for a little while, see how it does with a little rest on it. I don't know. What do you think?
No, it was a great cigar. I agree. For me, the pepper kind of picked up a little bit more again towards the end.
A little bit, yeah.
And then the bready note is there. And can I just say, aside from my ash that's kind of flicked off a little bit there, through the whole smoke, it has been a phenomenal burn. Great smoke output. Yeah, I can't, I can't say enough about the cigar. I've really enjoyed it. Again, Saka, you keep doing your thing. Keep making great cigars. Yeah, we love your stuff, man. So, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, we are sorry for the mics going out, the mic picking up noise. It happens sometimes. We'll make sure it doesn't happen on the next one. But again, we apologize for that. We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we look forward to the next one. Anything you want to add?
Just remember to like, subscribe, share,
Comment.
leave us some comments, follow us on all the other social stuff, all that good stuff.
Yeah. We are on Facebook, Light 'em Up Cigar Club. Light 'em Up Cigar Club is on Facebook as well.
Yes.
But Leaf and Life Podcast on Facebook, Leaf and Life Podcast on Instagram, and of course here.
And on Twitter, X, whatever you're calling it.
Yep.
Been looking at getting on TikTok. I don't know. We'll see about that. I don't know. We might be too old for that, but we'll see if we can at least play some clips or something.
But let us know what you guys want to see next. We're planning on doing, probably our next video will be our next review will be the New World Decenio by AJ Fernandez. We were actually planning on doing that tonight. Again, we had some technical difficulties all the way around tonight, but this is a great cigar to put in its place. So we do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and light them up.
Keep them lit.
Have a good night.
Good night.